Welcome back to Spud Run Golf. We've got another problem. I'm Jeremy here at Spud Run Golf. I guess we got a couple problems. The first problem is manageable. The first problem is we've almost hit 4,000 subscribers. So if you're watching Spud Run Golf because you enjoy the passion, you enjoy what we're doing, you need to subscribe too. So we'll get that. I know we will. The second problem, since the subscribers tournament, since we kind of last talked, the green has just been overcome with disease. And we'll talk more about it. We're going back now to check it out. So we've got a problem, but we've got a solution. And we've got the gumption to fix it. Let's go. On the Spud Run Golf channel, if I've ever alluded to having a backyard golf green is easy, I apologize. You don't do it because you think it's easy. You do it out of the love of the game, the passion. You've got to have some grit. You've got to have some willingness to fail, some willingness to work. And I have all that. I've questioned all the time, why do you have a real green? Why do an artificial turf? That's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother storyline to tell in a different video. But there is no replacement of having a real golf green to play on in your backyard. There's no replacement. Having said that, as you can see in the background here, this 1,800 square foot golf green, it's struggling. It got totally infested with dollar spot, and there's some reasons. Well, the main reason was I got behind on my fungicide application. Conditions were perfect. We had nighttime temps in the 60s, up in the 80s during the day. Humidity was terribly high. It just, this fungus, this disease, it grew. It ate it up. It literally ate it up. It ate up the green grass. So after meeting with my local supplier of chemicals, a local superintendent, they both came on site. We talked. You know, obviously the first thing that everybody says when they watch the Spud Run channel, they see the location of the screen. We talk about this cove we're in. There's trees there. There's trees everywhere. And I don't deny that fact. We do have a lot of shade. The second step is critical is a breeze, a wind flow to dry things out. Now, I will disagree that we have that because this is usually a wind tunnel, this little valley. It gets tons of wind flow. Typically August here in southern Ohio is not a good time to do anything invasive to your green because it's too much stress for growing conditions. However, we got a 2-week stretch coming up of ideal conditions to do what we're going to do today. So we're going to plug this green only about 1 inch. We're going to plug it, scarify it a little bit, reseed, top dress it, and hopefully with the upcoming conditions, it'll recover. I need to just shut my pie hole now. And let's go get in the truck, let's go to town and show you what we can do. We've got a little system set up that's awesome, where we reciprocate equipment usage with a local club, a local golf course. So let's go get some tools, let's go get some cool tools. Let's get back here and get this thing ready, because tonight's Tuesday night men's league here at the Spud Run Golf Complex. And these guys don't know I'm doing this, but they're gonna be mad when they see the conditions tonight. But they're terrible putters anyway, so it don't matter. They'll give them an excuse to hack. And as you can see, we have the skid loader and tow behind us to go up to the country club and do our exchange program that works out so well for Spud Run Golf. This is going absolutely terrible. It's not actually pulling a little plug, it's clogged up again. Starting to rain, there's no chance of rain. I got my sand all dried out. We worked our tails off to get that sand dry. Just not pulling good. Should be pulling a plug. It's freaking raining. Oh my goodness. It's sporadically leaving a plug, but not everywhere. So I'm rolling with it. I can't keep cleaning them out, and hardly any plugs are coming out. Oh, so I'm halfway done. Once I was up and running, you know, I could do this thing in probably 20 minutes easy. You've ever worked at a golf course and the super gives you this first thing in the morning, you know you're in for a long ass day. Might be your last day. Man, that thing wore me out. In case you haven't noticed yet, this is a very labor-intensive process, but it needs done. Spud run needs done. In case you did not know, bent grass seed, smaller than a flea, way smaller than a flea. Last product we have is just some soil enhancer, pretty much carbon. Just a soil enhancer. Hopefully it goes through my spreader. Not looking good, guys. I got a little drop spreader. I'm probably gonna use a drop spreader. Redo. This here is definitely old school. See if it'll work. Don't need a whole lot of this down. That's not working either. Man, I'm a hell of a greenskeeper, I'll tell you. And for those of you who had wondered, when you aerate, I take out the cup, kind of see how it just destroys that cup. So now what we're going to do is we'll set a new cup back here. We're going to put that new cup right here. Something I was not impressed. This is the second time I've aerated this green, and I cannot believe how much the tires sink down. I mean, this thing's back and forth again. I didn't get the roller, so after I put the new cup in, I'm going to hose it down good, and I'm just going to take the mower, the greens mower, back and forth a few times. I love comments, whether good or bad. I know on this one, I struggled bad. So even though you might have some suggestions, and if you get excited about the way I've done things, still leave us a comment. All comments are good, right? I think so. The green's already wrecked, so let's just pound this sumbitch in there. This is not a video on what to do. Maybe it's a video on what not to do. My Tuesday night league guys are going to be all fired up. That project's done. I think they'll actually roll pretty fast, especially for these guys getting ready to tee it off. That is very, very stressful on this green. Very stressful. I hope the forecast for the next few weeks stays the same, stays below 80, 82. The nights are cooler, and this should recover quite sweet for September play. Normally, I mentioned earlier in the video, this is something we won't do till middle September because the temperatures aren't right. Obviously, I had some factors that jumped in and expedited the process. But all in all, I mean, it was about a 5-hour project. Could have been faster, should have been faster. There's just a slight little bit of me that would say, if I could talk the Greenskeeper that I borrow equipment from, to giving him a couple $100 to come out and actually just run that plugger, I'd probably do it. I think it'd be worth it. Just because he does it all the time. And he's more experienced. With me having a backyard green, when I do it one time a year, 2 times a year, and this is only my 2nd year into it, obviously it's something you don't want to chintz on. I mean, come on. All right, we're just a few subscribers away from 4,000. We're going to hit that mark. Spud run to the moon. Here we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with us. Spud Run Golf. Over and out. How they rolling for Tuesday night men's league? Oh my goodness. That was tearing to the bone.